Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm Gamesplaining Century from East to West, Part 2. Century from East to West, Part 2 is a combination of Century New World and Century Eastern Wonders. As you can see, the Eastern Wonders board is set up on the right-hand side. The main game is still in these cards. It's still in these three boards that are the same as the original game. This board is the different board. Other elements that are different is you no longer will gain these tiles by taking these cards. You'll gain these tiles by clearing the outposts onto the board over on the far side, the seaboard. As with the base game of the New World, each time you move in, you would move a single guy up because there's number one and take the cubes, or if you wish to go for that, you use three guys to get one brown cube. If Pink wishes to use the same spot that's just been used, he'll need to put two guys in and send the one guy back to be able to then take the two cubes. This space enables you to upgrade one cube twice to a green or two cubes once each. They obviously don't have to be the same. Once these ones are cleared of the little marker next to it, you'll then be able to trade in things for other things. So 2 red for 2 green, etc. The new part of the board is over here. Remembering that you're working towards these cards. So trying to get the combinations on the bottom of these cards. Once you get that combination, you can trade them in. Say for example, he had one more red. So on his turn, he could go there, take that card, trade in the 3 red. That's 5 points for him at game's end. He also gets one of these guys onto his player mat. That one's 2, obviously. This one enables him whenever he goes to a spot with the meat, which is the red one, or that one, he will get an extra meat cube. This one gives him a discount whenever he goes to a spot with the basket. These then move across one and flick over. That's all base game stuff. The new material is this bottom board and that board. The way this works is when you use guys here, you move your boat one spot. So from the spot that the boat currently is to one of the immediately neighbouring spots. So white might go to here. He's now able to straight away do what is on the tile. So he could trade in 2 yellow for 2 red. He can also build an outpost, so it's off the red line, which is this one. He builds an outpost. Now the cost of an outpost is 1 spice for every other outpost that's on the space. So the first person is going to get to build for free. If this person wished to go here in a future turn, he would need to spend 2 spices because it's a 2-player game, spending 2 spices. If this was a 3 or 4-player game, he would only be spending 1 spice to build his outpost in that location. If White's boat was there, he would also need to give White one of his goods as well. So that's for the boat that is there first. If there are obviously multiple boats there, you'll have to give multiple players those cubes. If you can't afford that, you cannot go there. You do not have to build an outpost on location that you go to. The reason for building an outpost is to clear these. You'll notice there are points underneath each of those outpost buildings. Number 1. Number 2, if on a future turn he used this spot, that would enable him to action this part of the board on one of these spots where he has an outpost. So my boat could be way over here. I'm able to use that spot to trade in 2 yellow for 2 red. Now remembering the rules of Eastern Wonder, if you are able to do this multiple times, so say he had 6 yellow on his board, he would be able to turn all 6 in for 6 red. Or he could turn 4 of the yellows in for 4 red. It's his choice. The other item that he can do talks about where the boat is, and that enables him to use that space, the benefits of the space where your boat currently is. Whether you have an outpost there or not, you can use that space. So by doing that one, he'd be able to turn 3 yellows if he happened to have 3 yellows, or if he had 6 yellows, he could do it twice. If he happened to have the 3 yellows, he can turn them into a red and a green by going there. This one that I haven't used allows him to move 2 spots. And finally, this one, which is locked at the moment, but may at some point during the game become unlocked because of one of these cards taking that tile off. He could spend 4 of his guys to put his boat anywhere on the board. So that's a way to get some extra points and to manipulate the cubes that you have to help you get more cards. The basics of the cards and the points on the cards are the same as with the base game. So you get all the points on any cards that you've collected. The game finishes once someone has 8 cards. Get the points off those cards. Get any points that happen to be on these. So once you've cleared a full row, so you've managed to get these onto their various locations, that enables you to take one of the 4 that are showing. So you're then looking for that combination of symbols on the cards. And each card is able to be scored against for multiple of those plaques. So if you have both of these, each of these cards will get you 2 points for that. Each pairing of this card and this card will get you 3 points for that. So that notes that card was counted twice. And any of the cubes that are not yellow are worth 1 point at the end of the game, just like with the other versions of this game. I think that's everything. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplained, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.